Nope. As usual, we had it on backwards. So here we go. Starseed Oracle. Thank you to the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, for being here. Pull me into your inner sanctuary, into your inner temple, where we may serve thee. Brighten up my light, brighten up my lumens. Bring me into frequency, resonance, so that I may match thee. For there is a message we are called to deliver, and I ask that you step forward and deliver it. Use me as your surrendered, willing vessel for the work we perform through. Are we there already? Alright. It's something about star origins. It's something about, it's called a 5-card spread. This wonderful spread will reveal who you are as a soul and shine a light on who you came to Earth to be. So I have a message for someone, and this person left me I'll show it to you just so you can see where I'm at, what we got called to. This person, tearsofwetoroshow@gmail.com. You can email me if you want to leave me a message, ask me a question. All responses are done via video response. I put them up so that you can see that it's me. I don't charge you anything, not at this time anyway. Now, I have not been called to accept donations. It's just out here for the weak nation. You know what I'm saying? Your energy is more than sufficient. If the messages resonate, share them out. Care about it, share it out. Hit the like button. That's great too. You know, leave a comment. Those are wonderful. I love reading the comments and interacting with all of you. So that's more than enough at this time anyway. That's the most important thing. So I believe this is for this week that left me a message, and we've been meditating, kind of wrote it down and get it in our spirit, and pull on that energy. I could see the birth date. Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for answering. Reveal unto me what is needed for this person's inquiry. And it says heaven, heart, earth. Heaven, heart, earth, heart. It's a 6-card spread that we're going to do. And consider a particular area of your life which you like guidance. This spread provides a bigger picture as well as a grounded action. So, it says card 1 is heaven, guidance from the star keepers, the bigger perspective. Card 2 is heart, heart of the matter, the heart's deepest prayer. Card 3 is earth, guidance from the earth keepers, the grounded action that's required. Card 4 is heart, the obstacle, what's standing in your way. Card 5 is the outcome of the situation that's currently being manifested. Remember that you have free will. And card 6, grounded action, the baby step you're required to take. So, which deck are we going to pull from? This one. Can I leave it like this? Which deck are we going to pull from? This one. Alright. Mr. Wake Tarot. I believe that's the name of this one. Meditating on this specific week. Thank you to the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, that which called thee by his word, animating thee with his breath of life, that knows all things. Both this one. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I hope you guys have had a great rising. I hope you had a great evening, a great night. You know, you rested well. I slept like a brick. Is there anything else in this deck? No. Said no. The Emperor. So I did receive an inquiry from a male, which is, you know, thank you so much, Spirit, for this confirmation. What other deck card would you like to use? Chakra. Anything else out of here? No. So this soul journey. Anything else out of here? No. Service. And that's kind of coinky-dink, huh? Yeah. Which one? This one. Activation. Activation deck. This. Do you want? My bad. It's like I said, no. Can y'all see that? There we go. These. I'm seeing a rainbow of colors right now. I see the Wisdom Oracle deck, happy, happy, happy card. It's like a rainbow that goes through. Nice one. Do you want anything else out of here? No. We see magic. Passion. Root chakra. Sacral chakra energy. That's in a challenge. This. See the question, why? This person definitely asked me a question. And I'm quite, yeah, thank you for setting me up. I am a little bit quiet. It's early, and it's not too early. It's like 7 a.m. where I am. So, you want this? Anything else in here, beloved? No. We see the Yin card right here. So we have magic, we have service in the upright, magic is crossing, the Yin card is in the upright, calling to balance. So we got 6 cards out for this Emperor. We have some crystals for protection, I feel, for balancing your solar plexus chakra. So I feel like maybe that is some energy or some distortion, some support needed for your solar plexus chakra. I'm feeling sacral energy too. So maybe it's transmuting the resonance between these two, balancing the frequency between those two. Protection. Definitely feeling, again, sacral and solar plexus chakra. So card number 1. Is this card 1 of the 6? So, according to this spread, This says a grounded action. Denial. It's something that you're in denial about. Or you need to either deny something or you need to come to terms with your denial in something. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Maybe it's something that I hear you're not aware of. I hear a deep-seated, deep-rooted traumatic event that maybe is repressed. Yeah, it's something that you don't remember. With the Imagine card, I feel like imagine denial, something that something that you don't remember. Or maybe you are denying your greatest. No, it's something that happened that you can't even imagine. Dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. That's what I was feeling like. It's something with your frequency, harmonizing your frequencies between your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. I feel heart energy as well. I hear grief and sadness. I feel a need to be comforted, you know. I feel like something soothing, something or someone to soothe you. Maybe you are denying, you know, opportunities to connect with people, opportunities to feel love and to be nourished. Maybe it's something or somebody. I definitely feel the rocking, the comfort. Maybe you were denied comfort as a child, like as a young person. You weren't soothed. You didn't have that deep level of love and nourishing and support, you know, nourishing support, nurturing. I feel like, yeah, I definitely feel like the rocking, like how when you would hold an infant and they would cry and you would just kind of pat them to calm them down, like um, somebody that would put you over over their shoulder and rock you and hold you. It's something about that. Yeah, choice. Two of Swords. I feel, again, this right here, card one is guidance from the Star Keepers, so having a bigger perspective. So, what choice are you being guided to make right now? Somebody definitely has their back turned to emotion, and that's what I was feeling here. Like maybe because, you know, in the past, like as a youngster, you didn't receive the nurturing support that you needed, that is making it very difficult for you to choose love, to choose this emotion, to be in the flow of it. Maybe you don't know how to choose it. Maybe you don't know how to recognize it. You see how this individual they are blocked with these two swords, but the flow, their back is to the flow. Their back is to the emotion. They are not choosing. They are sitting on a stone pedestal. So you may be sitting in a very hardened position. I feel Yeah, I definitely feel like you are denying the emotion of connecting to um, sympathy, empathy, feeling compassion, like you don't know or really understand how to recognize what that trueness is versus things of the world like lust. We have the hermit in reverse. You know, the hermit speaks to being um, either in isolation or in communion with your spirit, like the depths of you, your soul, your spiritual space, your counselor. This is card two, the heart of the matter. And so when that's what I was kind of feeling, like a worldly position, like hardened by the world, like not being in touch with your inner self. And because you're not able to be in touch with your inner self, you the choice is you're sitting in a hardened position, so you're not in touch with your inner you. You're not in touch with your highest you. And again, this is right, this dynamic frequency that's underneath this hardened position. It says harmonize between the layers and aspects of different origins and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements. So maybe you're having a difficult time, you know, bringing together, uh, like sewing together and weaving together your own reality. Like, what is your world position? What is your internal position? What is your heart posture? Right? And I feel like there's so much energy going on between your solar and your sacral plexus chakras that to transmute them, to get some crystal support, will definitely help you figure out what your service is, what your position is, kind of get you opened up to what it is you're supposed to do. And I feel like this service in the upright is being affected by your hermit card in the reverse. Like, are you, can you go within yourself to determine what your service is? Plans. Yeah. What is your plan? That's what I'm saying. Like bringing together your worldview, your reality. How are you planning for your own reality, for your own future? The magic of you. How can you use your magic to help weave together your reality? The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move forward and toward possibilities, expressions that are grand and profound. And in the two of wands, I feel like you are looking, like you are looking, even with the imagination card, you are looking to see, okay, maybe this is a possibility. Maybe, what can I do? Um, what have I come to do? Searching for purpose, I feel. But there's something with your ability to kind of weave it all together, to pull it all together. And I believe it's in this hardened position that's right here. The fact that you are not in the flow and you are not in touch with your inner self. It's almost like looking, feeling it from a worldly perspective, from an outer perspective instead of an inward perspective. And again, I do feel like you are denying a part of a traumatic experience, something that left a mark on your heart space. And if there's a mark on your heart space, it's very difficult to see what that plan is going to be, because you're seeing with, you're looking through a veil, and it makes it hard to choose. I feel like the veil of pain, the veil of lack the veil of uh, seeking from outside of self, right? If you haven't had the nourishing support to feel secure and rooted, like I said, I kind of felt root chakra as well, that leads to stability and security. And without those, it makes it hard to choose wisely in terms of what's good for you. Being able to sit in your emotion, to go within self, to, I hear vulnerability, to be secure in your own vulnerability. And so you choose to sit in a hardened position and block things out. Yeah, you see the Emperor, and right up underneath that is Lovers. Yeah, like you choose to block love out. Ten of Pentacles behind that. You choose to block it out, and that's the truth. See, behind that we have the Four of Pentacles, holding yourself back. Holding back, holding back from a sense of family, a sense of stability, that deep level of connectedness, the inability to, like I said, face your emotion, the choice to face your emotion, sitting in a hardened position, unable to go inside or refusing to go inside because you can go inside, to do the work to heal, to give yourself that love and nourishment that you need to kind of bring things back together again, come into balance, to be able to um, pull in your counterpart. I feel like you may be at a fork in the road at this time, like you are attempting to figure out which way to go. That's that Two of Wands, planning which way am I going to go. How am I going to pull it in or put together a reality that's made up of different elements, things that are familiar and completely new. And to do that, I feel like you need to go into yourself, and because right now you're looking out instead of looking in. Spirit says yes, yes, yes. And maybe again, this is something that you're kind of wrestling with, going around and around and around and around in your head. That truth, trying to figure out that truth, like what is it? Questioning. Round and around and around and around and around. And we see 31 here. Can you see that? That 31 on this card. And I called out the 31 on the Magic card. Why? How? The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move towards possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. Grand and profound as we can imagine. What do you imagine for yourself? And are you in denial of that? Do you believe it can come to fruition? Do you think that you can weave together this reality? Do you think that you have what it takes to complete your service or whatever service it is that you want to provide? Do you feel that you're able to do it? Again, you may be turning your back on key elements of self that you need in order to bring this about. Again, managing and balancing your sacral and solar plexus chakras, feeling secure, the ability to be vulnerable, the ability to make mistakes. Maybe in the past, again, like I felt like nourishing and nurturing was an issue in childhood, even if it's not this life. Spirit says yes. So you could be carrying that and carrying that forward. Sometimes, like if you are not given space to make mistakes, if you are not comforted, again, you don't feel secure, then you're not able to accept that yes, what I see in my mind's eye or in my spiritual eye can actually come to be. Like, I can call this out. I have the resources and the ability and the magic card to grow beyond my current situation. I can move towards these possibilities. I can move towards a greater expression. I can expand myself. I can grow to my highest potential. I can become everything that I see in my mind's eye. But I feel like there's definitely some fear here. And fear can be, a staple energy when you don't feel rooted and you don't feel grounded and you don't feel nourished and you don't feel supported. And of course, if you didn't receive that level of nourishing and nurturing support as a child, as a youngster, it can cause you to sit in a hardened position, unable to choose that thing that's good for you, you know. And I don't feel like you want to sit in a hardened position. I just feel like you're afraid. You're afraid. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Maybe you're not aware of why you're afraid, you know. I'm hearing mothering, like there was something going on with mothering. Again, like you didn't get that deep comfort and soothing that you needed as a child to feel secure and safe and able to explore, able to venture out, able to, you know how children, they feel safe and secure when they venture a little bit further and then they come back, and they go a little bit further and then they come back. It's something with feeling secure about how far you can venture out, or even just being connected to that emotion itself. The nourishing, the nurturing, the soothing, the comforting, I feel, was very, very low on you didn't, I just feel like you didn't get enough of it. I hear um, Jay-Z when he said, everybody wants to know what my Achilles heel is. Love. I don't get enough of it. All I get is these vampires and bloodsuckers. That's what I hear. Like you just didn't get enough love and support as a child. And it comes from parental support. And now that you're a grown up, you're having a hard time choosing. You're sitting in a hardened position. Even here, I'm called to his throne, which looks like, that same block. You see how this person is sitting on a stone block, like a hardened seat? This person's throne, I'm being called to that. Like, even as an adult, I feel like you're sitting in a hardened seat. The action that I think that you need to take, that we're being called to, is to dig into your faith, right? Go into self in the hermit and spend some time within you and really do see, what are the gifts that have been given unto you in order to bring about these plans. Like, what is the vision that's been given unto you? And know that you have the dynamic ability to bring these pieces together to make up that reality, the things that you imagine, and to release the denial, to deny anything that says you are unable to create. It will help you to reduce the rumination that you are going through and help you get some direction with this fork in the road. Which way am I going to go? And bringing you back into balance. It may even, because Tantric Journey is next over here, so maybe it will help you call in. Yep, I was just about to say romantic love. It will open you back up to love. Calling in your counterpart with the balance again. Blue flame. So going into yourself is going to help with this. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time, integration. And that's what we see. It says helps us put together a reality that's made up of many different elements. You'll be able to integrate many different elements. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions with that Two of Wands, visions and your magic, right? And having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary, even when we're going through it alone. Maybe you're seeing things or having visions or whatever that you do see in terms of the plans, in terms of your Two of Wands vision, looking at the world and what it is that you want to create, this new reality for self. Again, it's in this imagination space, but you're denying it. Right? Maybe, you're having a hard time because it's something that's out of the ordinary. It's something that you don't feel is within your reach that you can touch. Like maybe you don't feel like you have the resources or the coin to bring it about, to bring it in. Right? This right here, maybe in King of Pentacles is behind that. So maybe there's something with your sense of resources, like either you don't have enough resources, so you're trying to hold on to what you have, or figure out how to grow into more. Okay. It says elsewhere there can be seen as auspicious experiences with those going through them being treated with tender care. Tender care. I told you I felt like it was something with care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structure. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical kundalini awakening and deep cellular DNA healing. I felt deep healing, like again, the fact that maybe the nurturing was so low and feeling insecure and unable to tap into your vulnerability, unable to I just feel like give yourself some grace. Like maybe it was always so hard to choose to get in touch with that emotion, the compassion, the empathy, the sympathy, and give that into self. Because with the Hermit card being reversed, I don't feel like you're pouring that into you. I feel like you're not in touch with your inner self, your highest self, your soul space. Many people glamorize the awakening process, however, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most believe. First, we must let go, denial of something. We must let go of what we think we know for sure, holding on to what you think you know versus what it really is. You know, denying the truth of you, denying the truth of your experience, maybe. First we must let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. How you make sense of the world. How do you operate? Again, that's why I was feeling like somebody that's more in touch with a worldly perspective versus an internal spiritual perspective. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate. Again, integrate. What it helps us put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, things that are familiar and things that are completely new. It says this integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. Going back into the hermit space, going within self, to ground self, to root self. The King of Pentacles speaks to being grounded. It's an earth energy. Growing from a state of being insecure into rooted and grounded. Right? Insecurity will have you hold on out of fear, where being completely grounded will allow you to invest, to sow seeds, to move forward, and to wield your magic in a way that expands you beyond this moment and towards possibilities and new expressions. That's going to bring you in all of the fruit like that fullness, I feel. And it says, if you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends because we continue to just awaken, 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 awaken. People feel like you wake up and it's just like, aha, and I'm woke. No, you're waking up. It's an awakening. It's a process of becoming awakened, right? But even when you first do it, you have to choose to take the blindfold off. You gotta wash your face, get the specks out your eye, all the crusties, and brush your teeth and all that stuff to kind of get yourself in motion. You probably even again stretch, and I feel like you know if you just the best way that I can think of it right now, because I feel my body coming into motion, into activation, is what I feel. But if you think about the scene of Neo when they have pulled him out of the Matrix and he's now on the Nebuchadnezzar, he's on the ship, and they are working on him, right? His muscles are atrophied because he's never used them. His eyes hurt because he's never used them. And he's like, why do my eyes hurt? And Morpheus says, because you've never used them. He's awakening, right? He's going through the process of being rebuilt, of being strengthened. And I feel like if certain muscles are not flexed and they're not used, then they atrophy. And when we awaken, even spontaneously, we go through the process of strengthening and being rebuilt. In this, I feel like a piece of the love and nurturing wasn't there, and it's something like that heart muscle needs to be worked. It needs to be strengthened to choose to take the blindfold off, to look in self, to love on self, to see your highest potential, and how does the gifts that you've been given support you and being able to reach that. To accept, yes, that you may have a high service calling, and to not deny that. Don't hold yourself back. Your energy, your desires, sow them out there. Sow it. Take the risk. The ability to be vulnerable, to take a risk and a chance on you, will bear you the fruit that you're looking for and bring you to stability. I feel like that you believe that you're going to be betrayed, right? Like the past hurt is still there, and it's causing you some confusion on how do you move forward? How do I go forward in this work? But there is something, a spiritual knowledge, a hidden truth. But I feel like you think that you're going to be hurt. There's some sort of hurt that's hidden. It's a hidden hurt. And that's what's holding you up. That's what's holding you up. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. And I'm telling you, I feel like that hurt, what you feel like you're missing was this. That love, that nourishing, that support, the comfort from like the Queen of Cups energy, that soothing as a child. And that's true. It's true. Yeah, it's hidden. That's what's causing you strong, very strong illusions and making you feel like you're left out. Look, Ten of Cups in reverse. Family. It's an issue with family. It's a strong illusion. That's the denial. We said we were only going to pull 6 cards, and we pulled way more than that. But I just wanted to get down into it. I feel like you do have the ability, like you have a spiritual gift. There's something within you. There's a plan for you. There's something that you see that you are being prepared to go towards to do. There's something, the Spirit is preparing you to do a work, I feel. And most people who going through a spiritual awakening, Right, you definitely need support. You need the ability to kind of step out of your current confines of what you think that you already know. It could be making you ruminate. It could make you, like I said, have indecision. And we saw that with the Two of Swords. We saw that with the fork in the road. Which way do we go? Which way do you go? How do you get to where you are being led to? What do you believe? You know, anything else in here, beloved? No. Yeah, because I definitely see you being held up. And maybe, your mother figure was a little bit masculine, or maybe you didn't have a father figure, or maybe you were raised only by your father solely. But it definitely is making you refuse love. Right, this cups. And again, it could be love of self. Like I said, love. Refuse love. And it could be love of self. Two of Cups could be you coming together with your highest self. Go into the spirit for healing. Pour into you, I feel. Yep, because you wrapped up in yourself and you are not sure how to sow seeds, sow into you. And that's what is the main issue. Receiving a big old cup of love, a downpour, a overflow of love and support, spiritual strength, spiritual love, soul love, care for your highest self, to go into you and really address the things of the past to see what is that telling you. We saw the Queen of Pentacles behind there. Again, it could be somebody that's wanting to reach out to you, that's somebody that's trying to show you some love or give you an expression of love in some sort of way, or just to help you feel grounded, to invest in you. The breath is here calling you to meditate, breathe, and maybe purchase a couple crystals. We see tiger's eye, citrine, and yellow jasper. Yellow jasper is thought to stimulate the solar plexus chakra by increasing confidence and determination and positive energy. That's why I said confidence, because there's an issue with vulnerability, right? And to me, vulnerability and confidence go hand in hand. If I am unable to be vulnerable and take the chance on self and take the risk to invest in me, like that full energy, is something that I'm lacking in confidence. I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid to fail. And depending on how you were mothered and how you were supported, you may not have the space within self. You may not be giving yourself the space to fail, to make mistakes, to take a risk on you because of how it may turn out. When facing life's challenges, yellow jasper can promote a sense of tranquility, courage, and mental clarity, allowing you to solve problems more easily and move forward with confidence. So the spirit is recommending yellow jasper for you. Yeah. Chaos and conflict. Internal chaos and conflict in your heart. I feel you are very nervous and anxious about going forward. Again, not giving yourself the space to make mistakes, to learn through the process, to learn. Yeah, and you may feel like you're running out of time, to regenerate, to restart, or to create, and to use the gifts that are already placed in you. Maybe it's things that you want to fix and clean up and you feel like time is a factor. Treasure Island. Spirit is saying you definitely have a spiritual gift. Well, we all have gifts, You know, we carry a gift, but it's something about getting in the flow in order to activate your gift, your awakening. Love is here too. I'm called to the heart. Again, that heart space. I see a starfish in here. You know, I hear crustacean. And that's still like a starfish, you know, like a star, but they are very hard. And it's something with remembrance and perception, how you're looking at things again, how you're looking at it. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything we have gone through as a soul in a body. A soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. I feel, to gracefully call things into you. I do feel fertility. Fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. And that's what I was feeling, like you're wanting to be more, but it's something about your perception. You don't feel like you have the ability to make mistakes, to be vulnerable. Maybe it's that worldview. And again, I feel like there's love here. It could be somebody that you have a friendship with, but somebody that you have taken a hardened position. You have not chosen to dig into that emotion because I feel like it's blocked on the inside of you. There's heart chakra work also that needs to be done. And going inside of self and transmuting the energy of the past, the pain, to love on yourself, to re-nurture yourself, to mother yourself, to parent yourself, to heal self. I feel we'll bring that in. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So there's definitely somebody here that wants to help you. You want this one and this one, support you. Pride and humor. Seeing the lighter things in life. And I love myself and see myself in everyone. So it's somebody that you do connect with. It's somebody that helps, you know, get you into a joyous space. But maybe you're being too judgmental. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. You have your own unique path and challenges. And I feel like this person would be there with you, you know, and supporting you. Perseverance, helping you get through this situation. I feel like maybe this is even a long-term friend, somebody that's been in your life for a long time. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You can do it. You can. We got some inner fucking peace. We're gonna wrap it up with one of these. Or what, an angel message, an angel message. It says, fuck yeah, dance in the storm. So I definitely feel like you're going through an awakening. I feel like you're going through some things. Here was chakras loaded and ready. Chakras. And we've been talking about that solar plexus and sacral plexus chakra. Even root. I would say that it's like yellow jasper to support your solar plexus chakra. But I would say, think about things that make you feel secure, right? Giving you confidence and courage, security. Think about things that help you get in touch with your spirit space. You know, meditation on spirit space. Thinking about transmuting the energy from the past hurt, past any emotions, blockages, fears, you know, that would prevent you from tapping into your heart. What is keeping you from opening up your heart space, right? I'm not for sure how you're speaking out. I don't feel throat chakra. I don't feel intuition. I don't feel crown. But I definitely feel your lower four, your heart, your solar, your sacral, and your root. Anything else, beloved? Yes, you said we're going to get a angel card. An angel card. Do you want this one? No. La la la. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edge of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. What do you perceive as real? You know, that's a part of that spontaneous awakening. You know, it makes us question denial. Are you holding yourself back? Are you holding your own self hostage by staying fixed to what you think you know versus learning something or being open to accept something new? All right. Look, the last three on the bottom, we see crystals. We definitely got called to that yellow jasper. We see justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need help. It's something with your service that's in this. Or maybe it will be once you're balanced. We see being profoundly clairvoyant, so I did feel spiritual gifts. We see vacuum away fear. That's in a challenge. We saw denial. We saw four of coins, which speaks to fear, holding back because you don't feel secure, you don't feel confident, and so you feel like you need to hold on. Either it's to your current mindset, it's to resources, to your heart space, holding your emotions back. Is there. We see spiritual teacher. This was left. So maybe you will be a person that you know, helps others with your testimony, right? If you healed through any type of childhood trauma, you may share that with others. You may do it in a way that's spiritual. You may do it in a way where you are helping others overcome those types of situations, sharing your story. I feel very testimonial here, very testimonial, like a lot of testimony, or just even, I hear community. It could be community work. You could work with other children, you could work with other young men, you could work in some sort of men's group at church. I do see singing and dancing, so transmuting that energy. But I'm really being called to be willing to forgive. If you have issues with parents, especially issues with your mother, forgiveness is huge because it will, look, base chakra, that's that root that I was talking about. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances as words determine your outcome. I didn't feel anything with the throat chakra, but I do feel like there's something going on with your base, with your root. Crown chakra is here too. And Archangel Michael is here, who's protecting you and guiding you through the situation. We say, the spirits say this is a challenge. You are designed and meant to fly high, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. I feel like you're going to fly high, like you are being called to a higher position, and whatever it is that you're designed to do in terms of spirituality, in terms of helping others, is not only is it protected, and the angels are helping you get there for this vision that's being given onto you and how to bring it about. But the healing has to help it happen first, because I don't believe that you think that you could fly that high. Imagination to the denial. I feel like you're denying it. And hold on to your integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and your inner knowingness of what is right for you. Right? And that's what we were saying, coming into alignment. Align your chakras. Align your frequency, your vibration. Align with you, again, the integration of what you think you know and what you're being told. Like, you can see a vision. You have an insight, right? And maybe again that courage to step out on it, to go further, to know that you have all that you need in order to begin to take the steps towards it. That which you can imagine, to not be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't deny it, but lean into it. Attack your fear with faith, right? That is the tool to use against your faith. Instead of denying what you can see, deny the thoughts that would tell you you cannot be. Deny the thoughts and the energy and the sentiment that says you cannot, and embrace that which says you can. Because there's definitely a work to help others and bring people to balance, not only yourself, to teach others how you've gotten through and how they can, and you're going to do that with a high level of integrity. But again, the fear is a part of the challenge. I see that spiritual gift, and this person is looking what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Spiritual teacher, healing, teaching, and guidance. And this person, again, that's that sight, but choose to see. See, this energy is seeing a ball, but inside of it is the water, is the flow, is swimming with the flow. Having the tools and the apparatus naturally to swim with the flow. That was on that Treasure Island, like the tortoise, the tools, the apparatus to go with the flow. You have everything that you need, and you will find that everything that you've gone through is preparing you for the service that you are destined to do. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and this reading. Again, it's an answer to an email that I got from an individual wanting to know about themselves, how to release themselves. I feel is in alignment. How to invest in yourself to unlock you from, past hurts, past things. How to give yourself that spiritual love and release yourself from that toxicity. There is some good news here for you. I feel like it was a very, integrity. Just threw that to the side, no. Dig into what you can see. Align yourself to what you want, even if at first it means energetically, because the resources that you need will come in when you align yourself with it energetically. Everything is energy. You say it, it is. You feel it, it is, it will be. Align yourself with it. Don't be afraid of you. And it's okay to go in and remother you, to touch base with your, I hear your feminine energy, like the ability to be empathetic and sympathetic, compassionate. I really feel compassion and understanding. To dig into the friendships that are around you and work to open yourself up to that heart space, because you may find a different level of love in that place that will support you through this journey. Anything else, beloved? Source says that she loves you. And I believe you know who she is. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much again for joining me here on the Tears and We Tarot Show. You show enough never know what you're going to get. Feel free. Tears and We Tarot Show at gmail.com. Leave me a question and I will deliver your message. That what your spirit tells me to bring because it knows what you need. Obviously, not because it's just me. But the spirit does, and I trust that, and I trust my gift suite. Thank you guys so much again. I love you just like I love the Alpha and Omega that called me, that gave me my decree, the infinite intelligence, wisdom, the word, the principal thing baked in, and the breath of life, the life force, the holy chi. Yes, I love you guys just like that. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe. Mm-hmm.